Roblox Doors currently has 83 obtainable badges, and I want to get them all, mainly because the Outdoors update is coming soon, and I want to catch up for that. Anyways, I got 45 of them in this video. 15 in this video about Doors Floor 2, and 4 of them in this Tower Heroes video. That leaves 19 badges that were all a part of the content update. This update added many new features and even new entities, and majority of the badges needed crucifixes, so I put on a few modifiers to make the game easier since I didn't care about knobs. Then I went into the mines since there were some new badges there, and I just made my way through the rooms as I normally would. Until this happened when I encountered Figure. Luckily I had some revives and I was able to continue. And shortly after I ran into Louis. After dropping an item, Louis would bring it back into his hole and give a new item in return. By trading with him I got a badge, and the item I got just happened to be a green soda, which gave me another. That was basically all the badges I could do in that run since 12 of the 19 badges need a crucifix. And it was pretty rare to get one in the mines in my opinion. I ended up dying to a grumble anyway. In my next run I made sure to play the hotel. And I even put the modifier that spawns a 90, since I would need to crucify it. Anyways, I bought the crucifix from Jeff's shop, and a few rooms later I found another one. So I sat there and waited for it to spawn until finally. Unfortunately, I disconnected before using the other crucifix. For this next badge I needed to have a lockpick in the mines. Since they were kinda rare I had a different plan. I first bought a lockpick from the hotel shop and then put it in the rift. Next I simply went back into the mines, took it out of the rift and then put it in the generator. In the next run I got a crucifix from Jeff's shop again, and waited for Lookman to spawn. And when Halt spawned so did he. I couldn't really see but just held my crucifix and waited. In the next run I either got really unlucky or it was a glitch. I already had a crucifix that I was going to put in the rift, and even found another one. But when I got to the second seek chase this happened. That was unfortunate, but I still had to continue. I made a great decision to buy the lockpick and flashlight from the shop, since this happened at door 1. I had to drop an item to survive, and also get a badge. Later on I'm going to have to crucify Sally, which will take a lot of luck. But for now I still had 10 crucifix badges I needed, and the best way to get them was at Jeff's shop. For the rest of this run I was looting everything to try to find Timothy, and I mean every single drawer in the game, even in this area in the courtyard, but still nothing, so I just put it in the rift to save it for later. So in the next run I put on the modifier that spawned Haste. The way it worked was there was a timer, and when it reached 0 Haste would spawn, so I just waited for it to do so. Right after the library, I found a crucifix. By going into the same cabinet twice Hyde would attack me. For this badge I would need teammates, because with the crucifix I could let my teammates go ahead and leave me behind to spawn Void. using my method of getting crucifixes, and by using specific modifiers, I was able to get 5 more crucifix badges, starting with Louis. And then Timothy. Since that didn't even use my crucifix, I was able to use it on Blitz later in the run. The run after I got a 60. And even Queen Grumble. While doing those badges, I not only beat the game once, but twice. Anyways, for the final 2 crucifix badges, Sally, and a 120, I first got Sally. I already had a crucifix from a previous run, and on door 2 I got very lucky. At the end of the same run, I put another crucifix in the rift, so I could use it on a 120. The third to last badge was trial and error, and the first step was to go to the rooms. I would then leave my teammate behind and teleport them back using glitch. And after repeating that a few times, a glitch fragment spawned, and I had to defeat a bunch of screeches. The last 2 badges, I needed to beat the mines on 50% and 150% modifier. This took many tries, but before I show you the run I win, here are some fails. In this run I got one of the underwater tunnel rooms. I had a modifier that made dread spawn earlier and one that made crouching slower, so you can probably assume how that ended. There was also a round where I died at door 199 to a vacuum, but I don't know where the recording went. Finally, these are the modifiers we used to beat it, and here's when I won. Things were looking good as we survived Hull, the first Seek chase, and even the Grumble nest, but unfortunately all my teammates ended up dying at the second Seek chase. So it was up to me to beat the final Seek fight. That was how I got every badge in the Doors content update. But the Outdoors is about to come out, so I still have work to do. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss when I post my video on the Outdoors. Anyways, thanks for watching.